Happy Wednesday. Billy W. Merritt presents April Brown Merritt. So excited. It's my happiest show of the week. Hump day. I'm having a time with my microphone. That seems a little better. Technical difficulties. I have a new studio. We have foam for the walls. We have the cameras. We have it all set up. It's beautiful, except my designer has not got me the news desk. We're supposed to have a nice news desk in there, and
always my fault. And just in case it's not set up yet,
And my producer is supposed to have the screens on the wall. I haven't seen anybody deliver the screens.
We'll get them ordered.
See, that's not my fault.
So, April, winning together. You made a very positive post this morning. We try to be positive. We're not always positive.
Not
sometimes
always, but
I feel like you're trying to social distance from me. Who set up this stage today?
I don't know.
No, you stay closer to your microphone.
He thinks we don't want to be close. So.
Stay close to your microphone. Make sure this is right. Does that look okay?
You're having some issues today, aren't you? It's okay,
fine.
though. It's okay.
Okay. So we try to stay positive.
Yes.
Sometimes you fall short and I have to pull you back up.
Oh, wow.
So, but tell me about your post. Tell me about your post this morning.
My last post?
Yeah.
Well, when I I love music, so I was getting ready this morning and I was listening to Pandora in our bathroom through the speakers, and Bret Michaels came on. I'm a Poison fan. It's actually Bon Jovi Radio. He's one of my favorites. So Poison, Bret Michaels came on and said that when they were writing Nothing But a Good Time, they were all living behind a dry cleaners, no money, working every odd job they could, and his most important purchase every month was insulin to stay alive. Mm-hmm. That was why he worked, was to basically stay alive. And I have some people that I love very much that have the same issue with diabetes. So just kind of hit me that, excuses are, I don't do that very well, because they now have millions. I think they're only millionaires, not billionaires. So they have millions, but did whatever it took to do that.
Yeah. So, any path to victory, it's going to have some setbacks, but Paul would probably appreciate this. We'll talk about this on Feel Good Friday, because I know he's a big hairband fan. When they wrote Nothing But a Good Time, that was pretty good. I think Paul would even say that was a hit.
It was definitely a hit. And it was funny, if you listen to the words of it, they wrote that while they were at one of their lowest points.
Yeah, so they were actually nothing but a good time, but they were not. They were struggling.
They were far from that.
Far from that. I would like to take this time to get serious. Talk about something sad. We don't normally do that on the Wednesday show. We try to be uplifting, but we'll try to have some type of positive turn on it. We here at Billy Merritt Marketing are a family, and those who've been with us the longest, they're definitely seem like the closest family. We spent the most time with them. And Felipe Tinajero lost his dad last night. It was a terrible accident. I think Steve's his dad or stepdad's name. He fell off of a piece of machinery and he was injured and didn't do. He was doing better, then took a turn for the worst, and he lost him last night. So our thoughts, condolences, prayers, vibes, everything good flowing towards Felipe and his family, because you're part of our family. So,
so sorry.
Yeah, very sorry. It's very sad. So it's very sad. We do love you, and we're here for you. His mother,
You known her a long time, haven't you?
Yeah. So she was my neighbor in Broxton. She lived right down the road from me, and I've known her since elementary school. As a matter of fact, his mom had a moped, and I would ride on the back of a moped.
This story.
Yep, she'd ride me around Broxton on a moped. So, it's heartbreaking, but we are a family, and we will get through it, and you guys will get through it too. So let us know if we can do anything. If you don't know Felipe, or if you do know Felipe, send him a nice comment or an emoji, something, some type of, let him know you're thinking about him, because we certainly are. But back to something positive. You're right, April. to have massive success, you're going to have to learn to deal with the tough times and keep that positive attitude. And it can get really tough. Something you've seen me at my lowest points, and believe it or not, I am very positive. Is that fair? Yeah. Okay. But you've seen me almost give up on my positivity. I got so negative, or I was in such a low spot before.
Right.
And April had to drag me out of that. So, we see somebody in a low spot, give them the benefit of the doubt. Stay close to your microphone. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Use that word empathy, try to put yourself in, give them a break.
Yeah.
Definitely need to give them a break. And maybe you can encourage them. We definitely like to try to encourage people on here. Thank you for the comments already that are coming in. I want to talk about something I don't usually, well, sometimes I do. You don't like me to, but I want to talk about, but there's a reason I want to talk about politics. Don't tune out. This is not going to be a pro or anti anything. This is going to be something that was kind of shocking to me, and it shouldn't have been shocking. But thank you. My producer got me a water. He heard me struggling. Heard my hoarse throat. I had a frog in my throat. That's what my great grandmother would say.
Oh, you just got out of the sauna a few minutes ago, so
I did get out of the sauna. I highly recommend getting in the sauna. Anyway, I want to talk about not politics. This is not politics. I want to talk about broadcast TV. I want to talk about the networks, okay, and how insanely, biased, but not just biased. How it is absolutely. You hear people talk about all the time that it's controlled by the globalist elites and that they don't actually cover the news. But you can usually turn on and get a pretty decent coverage of like a hurricane,
right,
or the weather, or New Year's Eve ball dropping. You can usually, sometimes you can even catch some news on there that's somewhat unbiased. Well, last night I thought this was important, that Hunter Biden's business executive, that Tony Bobolinsky, he actually came out and said, hey, I have emails and I have text messages and here's some conversations that prove that I was in business and influence peddling with Hunter Biden and allegedly Joe Biden. And whether that's true or not, he spent 1 hour making his case on Tucker Carlson last night on Fox. So I said,
and had evidence.
Well, he had evidence, but whether that's true or false, he was telling his story with his evidence laid out there on Tucker Carlson for an hour. The first time Tucker's given 1 hour to a guest. So I was like, you know what? I want to see. I do. You can't hardly watch one of the networks. I like to watch them all, and I'm probably going to stop now. But I like to watch and hear the other angle, see what kind of spin they can put on it. Not one other network covered even
say anything about it. Didn't even mention it.
They didn't even mention the story. So this is absolutely 100%. It's not about the news. It's about their agenda. And we all know that, but
which in my opinion, probably makes it true because we're not talking about it. You said allegedly, whatever, because we're trying to be, we don't know if it was true or not, but if it wasn't,
well, it's actually, I think it's a little, I think you're a little bit off. And here's what I mean by that. It's not that it's true. It's that they know that if they put it on NBC and CNN and MSNBC, that it will help Donald Trump in the election and it'll hurt Joe Biden. So and they absolutely are 100% pro Biden. Yeah. Whether, I don't care if you are or not. I mean, I'm past that, but I'm just saying that the fact that the networks, we are absolutely, if you're not getting information directly from podcast or the actual people
we're being fed what they want us to see.
They're censoring what they're putting out there
for whatever side. We're not saying anything.
You know, you don't see much on the ground reporting anymore. Is that just me?
No, you're exactly right. They'll mask up and stand in front of a hospital and show you
how many people are still,
Yep. But it's crazy. It's
moving on
crazy.
from that. But
anyway, I just thought, guys, man, do your best to do your research and get some good information. Podcast is the best place to get information.
And just like you said, when I'm not avoiding it at all costs, listening to any of it, I always go to independent sources, and there are independent sources on all sides. I mean,
should be.
If you want someone who's really left, you can go with, David Packman, Kyle Kulinski. If you want someone who's like,
you know what? I'm curious if David Packman has mentioned, that's a good point. Tony Bobulinski, research that. Not right now. I don't want to get into politics, but just, I want to know if he at least talked about it. I want to see a clip of him talking about Tony Bobulinski. Anyway, moving right along. I'll talk about something fun and exciting. We have, a new studio. We've shown it off a lot. There's some more furniture. They keep showing up with furniture every day, keep delivering more and more furniture. For some reason, new windows.
Why.
Anyway, we're getting new phone systems. I want to talk about, people talk about shopping local, and I'm not a fan of shop local.
No, you never have been.
I'm a fan of shop where the value is, or shop with the person who's going to solve my problems. So,
or the nice person.
Yeah, the best solution. But in this case, we're actually. The best solution turned out to be someone somewhat local, a local internet provider. Here's the funny story. The nationwide, the big internet provider, they've been working with us for a year or so now. And our internet, rule number 2 in the art of text message selling is to be fast or you're dead. So it's very important that we have very high speed internet. I'll tell you about a cat fight. You don't want to tune out right here.
Very important thing for this business.
Very important.
Not to her.
Well, so her being, we had
I don't know her name or I'd say it.
No, you have to be unbiased and you have to just lay it out there and tell an entertaining story.
Okay.
So salesperson for the nationwide internet provider does not understand. She needs a lesson. And I wasn't even going to say male or female. But she needs a lesson in sales and customer service, and she needs to understand that the first rule of sales is always agree with your customer.
Yes.
She's very combative. She's a know-it-all, but yet she doesn't know her stuff. You need to know your stuff.
And for some reason, she rolls her eyes a lot, which doesn't.
See, I can't even tell the story. Go
ahead.
She's wanting to jump in there, and she's wanting to jump in there.
They know where this is going.
I don't think they do.
Okay.
I don't think they do. So she comes, and is Joey in the back? Stand up, Joey.
Oh, he is.
Is he? I don't see Joey.
Just see his hand.
Raise your hand, Joey. Okay. So Joey brings, Joey's helping me lay out the phones. This is a year or so ago. Lay out the phones, decide how many phones we need, get the right internet. And now, if somebody offered me, if there's a 100 meg, whatever, am I saying it right?
100 megabytes, whatever.
So there's a 100 megabyte option, a 500 and a 1000, and the 1000's bigger, better, stronger, and faster, and costs more. Which one am I going to get?
The 1000.
The 1000. So there's no doubt that I was ever offered anything other than what they gave us, and it hasn't been enough. It's been slow. We have an internet business. We have 33 cubicles over here, 3 over here, offices all the way around.
We enjoy people that we don't do internet, so we enjoy people that know what they're talking about.
Yeah. And so in the very beginning, I had to say, hey, hold on. You need to stop talking and let me ask you some questions and see if you can even solve our problem. So we got through it. Then we moved back to the other office. We come back over here. And at some point, obviously, I had agreed to buy or lease a lot of phones from them. And it may have been like 20, 27 or 29. Well, the internet hasn't been working. So we call, they come in, and Dory's here. Jeremy's here, April's here, and the internet company shows up. And why don't you take it from there? What?
Oh, you don't want me to tell this story?
Yeah. Reese Walker said, "Let April Brown Merritt tell the story."
See, they want to hear the real story.
All right, so break it down. How did it start?
So last Wednesday, okay, that was 1 week from today. Me, Dory, Jeremy, we were just trying to get the building working.
That sounds like a cat fight. You, Jeremy, and Dory.
That. Well, and whatever her name is, he's not listening to you. We were just trying to get the building working, and Billy had kind of sort of popped my hand and said, she's a little bit difficult, so keep yourself together because we have to have internet. So I said, okay. He said, don't make her leave. Do not make her leave. We have to have it. So I came in, and the first thing she said to me, and a lot of maybe y'all don't know this about me, but I said this yesterday here. I can be really mad at him and be like just about to lose it, but you can't talk about him. Even then, it just makes me mad. Now that goes for my family, my children, everybody, but you don't talk about him. So I walk in and simply just, I was holding a chair. So I walk in blindly from a trip buying furniture, and Jeremy says, there's his wife. April, come over here. I mean, I didn't even know who she was. So I walk over, and she says, I've already dealt with him several times, and rolls her eyes. And that was just not the way to start the conversation. And I said, really? Well, what did you do with him? He asked for 100 phones that I had ready. Well, now I know from everybody here, it was never 100 phones. And she never brought him anyway. She was mad at us.
They brought 5 phones.
She didn't do her job.
They brought 5 phones, and we had a plan. Joey and Dory, we all had a plan. The phones are going to ring to Dory's office first, and then out to the other people in the office. And voicemail was all, they plugged them in and
left.
And nobody showed us how to use the phones, and then or the system. And they told,
but she's mad with us.
I told Dory to go to YouTube to see how to work the phones.
Mm-hmm. So she continues to roll her eyes. So I look at her boss that's standing there, and he sees that she has a few minutes with me. And after everything, she says, okay, I'm going to get you tonight. I'm going to email Jeremy the quote, the phones. I said 20 phones sounds about right that we could do. 20 phones. I want fiber internet. This is not working. She says, I can boost your internet, waiting on the fiber. I'll get that done tonight. I'll send it to Jeremy, and she leaves. Well, that was a week ago today. And note, we have none of that. She came yesterday, doesn't even know how to park in our parking lot. And Billy made me leave yesterday.
Oh, and
he said, you need to leave because I know what's going to happen.
The parking lot police, aka Dory, she didn't even see. If Dory had seen how she parked, Paul, you should have seen how that lady parked in our driveway.
She rolled her eyes at Dory, and I'm like, She had no idea what she could have gotten into if Billy hadn't threatened us not to run her out.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that, let's talk about the growth. Let's talk about, because you said, I can't believe, you looked at me and said, I can't believe you're
making me leave so I don't act ugly to this lady.
But because I'd say that's positive growth for me.
Well, I didn't tell her to shut up and stop talking.
I did do that.
Okay. Just for the record, everybody.
But have you noticed of late that my patience is growing, and that I'm less reactive than I've ever been?
Yes.
Yes. You say that with a lot of reservation.
Well, it's just according to the issue. Sometimes like something like that, I think is pretty big, because I'm actually giving her or her company a lot of money every month. Right. And I don't like to give people my money that don't want it. I don't like that.
See, Joey notices the growth. Look at Joey.
Joey.
Are you accusing Joey of being a yes man?
Sort of. Yes, I guess I am. But anyway, long story
Joey
short.
has seen me lose my mind.
So have I.
So that's the point I'm trying to drag out here or show you. The point I'm trying to make is the
Oh, so you're trying to say that I have less self-control than you now. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's not what I'm saying.
Because that is not true.
It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I have made some large strides in my personal growth and development, and that I'm more patient, I'm more understanding, I'm more empathetic, I'm more reasonable.
If you're not sure, just ask you.
So that's better than being reactive. Because I've struggled in the past with being reactive, being overreactive, being
and it can be over, something.
Being passive aggressive and taking it out on the wrong people.
Yes, that's true.
But I'm doing
That's very true.
I'm doing much better. Let's see what some of the comments, see if we have any. There's a piece about you.
Oh my gosh.
I thought that was funny.
Okay.
Oh, Joey.
What I'm trying to let you know is I can help you with your self-control and your patience. I can help you with your long suffering and your.
Okay, let's just go back to talking about the day.
Okay, you want to go back to the day?
So anyway, also the man that works for this said company was here with her.
The technician.
And he says, well, sorry, something's wrong with your internet. The cord's cut. I got to leave. We're like, no, you don't have to leave. We have to start working tomorrow. So he would not crawl in the attic. He proceeded to tell Jeremy there's no way he could do it either. And Jeremy said in lots of words, give me the wire.
Yeah.
And in 10 minutes, we had it working. So I couldn't help myself. And I looked at him and I said, so what would have happened if we hadn't have ran our own wire? And he said, well, I guess I would have found another way. And I said, well, that would have been a good way to start. So that's how we ended with this company, other than her sashaying in yesterday doing nothing more than she did before. But now we have a person that we both like a lot that's going to solve our problem completely, and it's not them.
And he walked in with a solution. He walked in with a smile. He didn't roll his eyes at anybody. He said, yeah, we can do that. I said, I haven't met your technicians yet. He said, you're going to love the technicians. And he had an answer, a real answer to every question. So here's the challenges of scaling a huge business. And I hope we have some of these challenges. You take Google, for instance. Okay, Google started like all of them in a garage. You can walk by that way. You can change your hat. You can wear it today since it's Felipe Day today. That's Felipe's company. He's advertising for Felipe's going to have to start sponsoring the show. So I'll go ahead and plug this. I'll plug the company, and then Felipe can write me a check. Dark 30 apparel and outdoor wear. We'll show you the hat when it comes back by. You can send Felipe a comment, and he'll tell you how you can buy the hat.
If it's Zero Dark 30, right?
No, you're thinking about a movie.
Am I?
Yeah. It's just Dark 30.
Zero Dark 30 is
Zero
about
Dark
bin
30
Laden.
is a movie.
A movie about bin Laden.
Yeah.
Anyway, Google was started in a garage, much like we didn't start in a garage, but we started at our dining room table.
Yes, we did.
And Google now one of the biggest companies in the world. Early on, as a startup, Google, they rode skateboards throughout the office. They they wore flip-flop shorts. They were a startup. They did things the way they wanted to. But they could control. Like early on, when we would be going on a trip while I was driving, I would give you the phone and you would actually answer the leads. We could do it the way we wanted to. We could do business from a lunch table somewhere because we were small, and we could control that. He wanted to prove me wrong. You see him over there.
Yep, I see him.
He's looking up Dark 30.
Smith don't like to be wrong either.
I figured I'd drop the link anyway.
So there's Paul going to handle business. Paul's a serious man.
He is a serious man.
Monday through Thursday, that dude is some kind of serious. Anyway, as Google grew, they had to put some processes in order. Speaking of processes, there's my process, man. Paul. Right there. There. That's my process, man, right there. So as you grow, you have to put in processes, and you have to have more structure. Now Google is nothing like it's not the fun place to work anymore. Now everybody, they're in their cubicles and they're sheep walking. I can explain what sheep walking is later, but anyway. So these small companies generally give you the best service. And that's what we have. We have a small company, but a very successful company.
I didn't know it was that small.
Well, I mean, it's regional.
As compared to
it's regional. It's in South Georgia.
Okay.
And it may be Florida, but it's whereas the other one's a nationwide, and you got all these levels of structure in there, and then they hire somebody off the street and plug them into a role like a sales role, and they don't know what they're doing.
And they're not salespeople.
They need some sales training. I'll be happy to train your people. Let's start with always agree with the customer and then offer a solution. So we have, as a matter of fact, structure, Paul. Will you have me one of those checklists? I'm talking about structure, and I'm talking about how you're our structure. You're our structure guy. And you're business Monday through Thursday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Friday, I want to show.
Friday. So, Joey, raise your hand again. Joey, are you back there? Raise your hand. Joey, raise your hand. Anyway, so Joey must be on a phone call with a dealer.
Yeah.
When it was me and Joey and Hank, we were able to do things. We would just handle problems. We'd just boom, boom, boom. We knew what to do. We could handle it. But as we hire young people that don't have maybe the experience, it was tough on me to explain to them exactly what they should be doing, and
That's why Paul's here.
exactly. So Paul
Structured is not.
I'm not a structure guy.
No.
Paul has a ninja. A Ninja daily task sheet. It even says Wednesday right here. As a matter of fact, this is such a big deal to Paul. I'm having to buy a whole new copy machine because the copy machine, he has to print so many of these. He's just burning through the small copier we have.
Money well spent.
Money well
Wow.
spent.
So did we do that yesterday when I made that executive order?
Well, yeah. So
Yeah.
now,
You gotta see.
yeah.
You talk about it. I do it.
Burn. I'm sorry. Why are we filming at a table instead of a news desk?
It's all because you picked the one that took an extra week to get here.
Oh, I picked the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Google has sheets like this now. They have the daily task list. I can't believe he's got a Wednesday list. So it's Thursday.
I mean, there's different things to do, I'm sure, every day.
Is Thursday going to be different than Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's why it's yeah.
Hey, will all the ninjas stand up, please? Oh, we'll have to show.
Oh my!
All the
look
ninjas
at that! Look at that!
Okay, there's some short ninjas back there. Raise your hands. Give me the no problem sign. No problem. Where are they? They're way back there in the back. Okay, guys, get back to work. Thank you. Hey, Petey.
Yo.
Show them your hat. That's a fish on it.
That's
Says Dark 30.
Yep, that's Felipe's
All right.
brand.
Felipe owes me money for
And
that.
Seth.
Now, Petey, I'm just a question. I'm
Oh,
not judging one way or the other, but I say look good, feel good. Do you look good today?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Proud of you. Go set some appointments. Hey, you got to be fast or you're dead.
Leave him alone.
Okay. So anyway, the big companies have to have a whole lot of structure. And as we're growing, we have to have structure. Or either if you don't have personal structure, like maybe I struggle with, you got to have a Paul.
Yes. Yes.
The appointment board over there. Let's see. They had their goals set up over there. Sunday, their goal was 600 appointments, and they got grab that
521.
the whole thing. So Jamie's my number one problem solver. Put it a little closer, Jamie. Jamie Lopez. So they had Sunday's goal was 600, and we got 521, 1100 by Monday at 929. So we're running a 365 appointment deficit right now. Well, here's what I know about Paul and Jamie, and I think this should be top of the mind for Jamie. If your camera struck and don't know, it's okay. What do we say about targets? You never what?
Never lower.
You never lower your target. Okay. What do we do instead? We increase the action. Absolutely. Thank you, Jamie. So they're not readjusting. They want 3,013 appointments by Saturday, and that's going to stay the same. To make up for this deficit right here, we're going to increase activity right here. Thank you, Jamie. No problem. Jamie's the man. Turn it back. There you go. He almost put it against the wall where we couldn't see it. But they have stacked whole stacking files over there for each day of the week. How much paper?
Foreign to you, isn't
How
it?
much paper am I using on these daily?
It doesn't matter if they're setting appointments.
Can't we do it like on a
I think Paul's got this. I
on
don't
a
think he
Google
needs you
document or
to-
something on a cloud? Can we get a cloud based?
You know how you like to write things down? That's what they're doing. They have to visually see it and check it off.
Can't we get a cloud based checklist?
No.
I do something like this every day, essentially. It's the only way I could ever keep up with all this stuff.
All right.
Gotta have it.
I guess that's a good investment.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's talk about sports.
Okay.
So you're a fan of baseball and softball?
Yes, I am.
Let me tell you how big a fan
And
of
football, very connected to those things.
are you?
Only Georgia football, though.
Georgia college football.
Yeah.
Well, your niece was playing in the Sweet 16 last night,
Elite Eight.
Elite Eight, and so you know how she can't hide the expressions on her face when she talks about that girl who almost beat her up at the see what I mean right there? Did you see? I got it. Her.
That didn't happen.
When she watches sports on her phone on the internet.
It was bad. I know. He left me.
No, I mean not because of. I mean, I was just 6 hours.
Do 6 hours and 45 minutes of softball last
She
night.
watched 6 hours and 45 minutes.
Every second of it too.
Of softball,
Which was unfortunate for those girls because the second game should have been played. I mean, third game should have been played today. They were exhausted by the end of that.
Yep. Anyway, 6 hours and 45 minutes last night. I said, "Oh, mommy!" I was sitting there, and oh my god, or either 6.5 hours of that. I was exhausted.
You were clapping on the back porch at the TV.
I was clapping at the TV.
Yes. Pretty sure.
Really?
Maybe that was Trevor clapping for the Dodgers then. I don't know.
That must have been Trevor clapping for the Dodgers because I was watching the whole thing about the Hunter Biden scandal that I thought was going to be on all the networks today.
Well, that was that. I went out there. That was during the second game, I
Let me
think.
check my messages real quick. I had a message from Shaka Dyson earlier about coming down here. See if he has responded.
But unfortunately, they
Yeah.
went and fought hard at Lovett. It's a private school. People actually pay $30,000 a year for their children to go to high school. I can't really grasp that, but anyway, whatever.
They paid Hunter Biden $120 million per month to sit on the board of Burisma.
Well,
You know how much that's an energy company. You know how much energy experience he had?
a zero.
Zero. It was
Anyway.
it was trading on that Biden name.
They split first two games and heartbreaker at the end, but
You know that Joe Biden is like gets money from the Chinese Communist Party.
yes, I know.
You do?
Hmm.
Pretty sure that's true.
I'm pretty sure it's true too.
Fact check me on that. Okay, as he's fact checking, tomorrow's show is Caleb Wilson, who unfortunately they had a loss in their family. So it's been a tough week for some of the families here. I think that Caleb's going to be able to come back on the show tomorrow. I certainly hope so. And then Paul's going to be kicking Feel Good Friday. When's the new desk going to be here?
It shipped Monday.
It shipped Monday, so it should have been here Tuesday. It's not here Tuesday, so maybe by Friday we can do the show in there.
I think it's coming tomorrow between 10 and 2.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to do the show with Caleb tomorrow, most certainly. Paul on Friday, and then I'm trying to arrange. Shaka Dyson's going to actually come in the studio and do a show, and he's going to be he's going to do some training with my guys too. So I look forward to that. Do you want to be on the show with Shaka as well?
Whatever you think.
I think that'll be wonderful. Here's the deal. The ninjas are ready to get to work, and they're only hearing one side. No, they hear both sides of this conversation. It's probably not too bad. A lot of times when I have an interview, a guest that's not in the office, they have to sit here because I don't have my studio set up yet. They have to listen to a one-sided conversation. They had to listen to me.
Yeah.
And they don't get the benefits. Kind of like if you're on a subway, which I've been on like 2 times in my life, in New York City, which you can't go to right now.
Mm-hmm.
Got some training going on over there. And you hear someone talking on their phone, or you could do this, like in a restaurant.
Yeah, I was going to say, or anywhere.
In line voting, somebody's talking on their phone, and you only hear one side of that conversation. That's very aggravating. Is that one of your pet peeves?
I mean, not really, because I'm used to you. I mean, you pace around the pool every night.
I do.
Yeah. If your phone rings, you get up immediately and start walking.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Johari window.
Mm-hmm. Immediately, you start walking.
You'll be in the middle of a conversation.
Middle of whatever, and you're gone, and you're pacing until it's over.
Really?
Phone speaker up to your mouth.
Yeah. I want a headset like those truckers wear.
Thought you had one.
I got a Bluetooth, but it's like, it's the Bose, but I want the microphone. I want a headset that has one of these hanging off the side of it.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
Do we have any comments that we need to talk about?
I believe so. Let's see where we left off. Okay, one more from Joey Arvidsson. I'm just saying I've seen a large transformation from the Billy I knew 20 years ago.
That's true. 20 years ago. I don't even know that Billy.
Dory Lott said, I did see how she parked. She really doesn't know how bad I wanted to ram her car.
Hey, it's not just me.
Smith, Johari window here. I've got some anger issues with these people up here. I've got to calm them down and get them more like on a chill level, like you and me. Smith and I stay on a chill level, leveled out right here.
There's a lot of window action that needs to happen in this room.
I don't know how many of them should be as chill as I am. Maybe a little too much sometimes.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call you out right here.
Mhm.
You have got you. This is.
Yeah, you throw me under the bus 3 times.
Sorry about that. You have got to get a new car. Now that's just an excuse. If you said that you've got all this good information, you know how you're making a little money, you know how to increase your income. We got to get you in a new car.
That's not what I thought you were about to get him for.
What am I getting for?
I'm in trouble because the desk ain't here and he hasn't ordered the TVs.
I know. See, you need to take more action.
Mm-hmm.
Get a car. Do your podcast about your music.
Definitely needs to do that.
Get a car.
Right.
Get my damn TVs ordered.
There's a couple of things that come along with that, so I should probably show you how much it's all going to be first.
Okay.
He said he wanted it. You can't let that stop you.
Let's talk about it. By the way, speaking of goals, I need to know. I just had a thought that's important.
We see that.
I need my sales team report on sales because we have till Friday at midnight to we've never not had year over year increase in sales and revenue, and it's close. It's looking close right now because last October we had a huge month. Paul, we got to get some sales. We need about 5 more events sold between now and
Saturday doesn't count. Saturday would count.
Saturday.
You said by Friday night.
I'm sorry, Saturday night
would count too.
Thank you. I meant Saturday night. That's correct. We have till midnight on Halloween to get it done. We got to make it happen. Okay. All right, so I'm going to wrap this show up and get ready for Caleb Wilson tomorrow. I'm going to go check on those sales. Are there any comments that we didn't take care of? I want to make sure we get everybody who takes the time to like and comment this show. Make sure we give them some attention.
Ray Mucci says, Buyback Billy is a beacon of patience and positivity.
Oh, goodness. All y'all people. Y'all have no idea.
Kim
No idea.
Ledbetter says, fire that company and look
We
for
did.
an alternative.
We did.
They are fired, Kim. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you taking the time to comment on our show.
Candace says, April looks beautiful. She should open
Oh,
a
my goodness.
boutique.
All right. Thank you,
thank
Candace.
you.
Let's stay right there for a second. Thank you very much. Now, let's talk about some people that don't like you other than
Goodness.
the phone lady.
Yeah.
So tell them what's been going on the comments for some reason on your page mainly.
On my page, yeah. Okay, I don't do this show because I think I'm very good at it, just so that everybody knows that. I do this show because he makes me do this show. But the last week I have been getting drilled.
Feel better?
Yeah, I felt a little better. It's the same kidney stone that they did surgery for in July. but
Okay.
They have to go back.
Kimmy was in the hospital. You know that?
Yeah, we talked to her or
Okay.
we text
better.
her not, but
On a scale from 1 to 10, you were at 10 being
I was at a 10,
you're at a 10.
and they're gonna have to go back in. And do-
Okay. Well, we've had some struggles with some of our family, but we're glad you're okay. Papa Danny's calling. Anyway, back
something about a tractor.
something about a tractor. Yeah. So the people would comment on your show.
Yeah, telling me how horrible I am, how bad I ruined the show, how bad they wish that I would never be on here again. My house is ugly. I'm the worst designer that they've ever seen. And I'm like, okay, well, all right. Why don't you tell me how you really feel?
I have seen one of these comments. The funniest thing about it was they almost sounded like they were just like a Buyback Billy fanboy. Like they were just like, get your wife out of your content. I go to the page.
They do like him. The ladies do like him a little bit more than they like
He
me.
said fanboy.
This was a guy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
went to his page. Looks fake.
It is fake.
First
All
off,
of them
yeah.
that I went to, they're all fake. They have no friends. They have no posts. They have no, so it's obviously bots or something that's doing that. But I'm like, geez,
They do not like April.
no.
I can't imagine. That.
Oh, and can I tell the funny thing that I got Instagrammed the other day about
Please.
your girlfriend?
Please do.
He
That ought
won't
to get
stop
that ought to
either.
get some comments.
He
about
will
my
not
girl.
stop either. I got a direct message from Instagram from a fake profile, but he has a name of a person that I personally know. Actually, it's my cousin, which is so weird. So I accepted it because I thought it was him at first. He says he's John Turner. And I need to look into my husband's affair with Sarah Stalker.
Yes. Yes.
And if I will look at his messages, I will know that it is 100% true.
So they're saying,
So there you go, out in the open for everybody.
Paul, they put me on blast and said that I
Talking
I
to
have
Sarah
a
Stalker
side
every
chick.
day,
a side chick named Sarah Stalker.
and that's true. But
This
he
is gonna
does
get,
talk to him
this
every
thing's,
day.
This
To
thing's
her
gonna
every
get
day.
so twisted up,
You know,
man.
so I listened. I opened it because it's my cousin's name. So
You know-
that's what's weird is that it was that person,
You know,
but it wasn't him.
I hope that my name gets so powerful, the Merritt name gets so powerful that my kids can trade on our name one day. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'd be a positive thing. One thing that I don't have to worry about is getting caught in a scandal and people finding stuff on my computer or any of that, because right now about 5 people have access to my personal computer and information. Now, having said that, Brady, make sure that we have the proper malware and nobody's logging in. We don't need anybody hacking us, but we definitely. So I had a client, not a client. I had a guest for the show the other day messaged me through Facebook. So I'm telling my producer Smith, hey, we got this. Oh, I know. I already saw that. So they're reading my messages.
I read your messages.
I was literally uploading a video while you guys are messaging each other, and I opened my little business calendar.
Yeah, they all read your messages.
They read my messages. So, and you have access to it as well. Yeah. So no scandals here. Side chick, Sarah Stalker in Colorado, 100% business.
Sounds like an expensive affair.
Yeah.
Very expensive. Yes.
What would it cost me?
You have no idea how expensive it would be.
What would an affair cost me?
Look around.
No more furniture, that's for sure.
That would be the least of his worries.
Furniture would be the least of my worries. Finish up the comments, and I'm sure this show is going to get spun 1,000 ways.
Let's see. Ray Mucci says, because Paul is from the Midwest, we do things with more urgency around here.
Oh, goodness.
Now, I'm a huge fan of Paul, huge fan of Ray Mucci. I don't think either one of them has more urgency than I do. They may have more structure.
Definitely. I don't know Ray, so I can't say that, but structure would be a good difference.
Yeah, structure. They got. I'm proud.
It's according to what you're. If it's just according to what it is, just like the mad, urgent. It's got to be. I mean, we never know. None of us. We never know how. When you say it, sometimes you mean it, and then like Smith even said yesterday. I said, "Do you have the TVs ordered?" He's like, "Well, one day he's like, oh yeah, let's buy this," and the next day he's like, "Whoa, hold on." I was like, exactly. You just have to hold on because you never know.
I usually don't back off though once I say I want it.
No, that's not true. Huh? Is that true, Smith?
I gotta agree with her here.
What about?
I showed you one of the monitors the other day because
and you said, "Whoa!"
Yeah, you looked at me like, "What for?"
Yeah,
we're gonna take care of.
It's according to what
Gotta catch
what's going on. Yeah,
Jahari windowing me. Y'all got me on the inspection table here.
We do. I think you kind of had us up there too. We're just returning the favor.
I got the magnifying glass on my the inner workings of my mind and personality.
Yeah, we're returning the favor.
Give me another comment.
Sarah Stalker says Jamie Lopez is famous. Have a great Wednesday.
Sarah Stalker's famous.
Copy it over. She says, I've been encouraging them. They're scared of the election. It's a first for us. We can get 5
sales.
5 sales.
She has been. She's in the sales group. We have a group for everything.
Yes, you do.
We have a Digi Ninja group. Now I will police those groups. If they put the wrong message in the wrong group.
We've already been over this.
Well, as a matter of fact, Brady was trying to talk about Digi Ninja in the Billy Merritt management group today.
How dare he try to work?
Had to pop his hand.
How dare he try to work?
Brady can't see him on the camera, but he tried to show up. What now?
In my defense, I was told to.
Oh, you were told to?
Defend yourself, Brady.
Okay. I don't know if Sarah or Paul sound like a struggle for power. Move on.
Now, there's a lot of that going on too.
Next comment.
Joey Arvidsson says, April, I think you do a very good job on the show. Haters gonna hate.
I know he's doing it to both of us.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Candace Smith says, haters are elevators.
Indeed. Absolutely.
Clint Bozeman says, haters gonna hate.
Gotta hate.
Again.
They're gonna do it.
Sarah Stalker says, I have never been a side chick. That's exciting.
She's excited about it. Woo!
Now you all those songs, all those rap songs are going to take on a whole new meaning for you now, Sarah.
Yep.
Google songs about side chicks. We can do it later.
It's
Just
the
look
last-
around.
Yeah, it's the last one.
You know it's true.
Hey, of course it's true. All right, guys. It's been a fun show. Winning Wednesday. Take care of your people. Love your families. Get your information from podcasts. Stay away from the broadcast news stations. And please give us support. Support your friends. It's important to support your friends. Give them a like. Give them a share. Give them a comment. Give them a phone call. Matter of fact, I got to go call Papa Danny right now. I think he's probably on the farm.
Yep.
He's pulling a cow. He probably wants some help pulling a cow or something like that.
Or, a valve on the tractor or
Yep.
something.
Yep. He loves a backhoe now.
He does love a backhoe.
He loves a backhoe. Let me call and check on the backhoe. See you guys tomorrow with Caleb Wilson.